Hey everybody, it's your girl Hita, and I'm back for episode 3, season 2 of HitaTalk. Thanks for joining me, and today I have a very special guest here at the Public Functionary in Minneapolis, an awesome gallery that you guys have to check out. So today I'm chatting with the one and only Feeperella. Stay tuned and let's see what she has to say. Hey guys, it's your girl Hita, and I'm back for episode 3 of season 2 of HitaTalk, and I am here at the beautiful Public Functionary with a very special, multi-talented, truly Renaissance woman guest. She's an artpreneur, a designer, a stylist, and she's a performing artist. Welcome to the floor, Felicia Perry, aka Feeperella.
Thank you very much.
I want to stop talking and actually have you share more about your background and how you got into all this fun stuff that you're doing.
How I got into a lot of it was really just some transitions in my life and deciding. Sometimes it was an effort to sort of almost reinvent myself for myself, and then other times just out of discovering that I had sort of a skill or a talent. Or maybe just out of necessity, which is where the sewing initially came from.
Sure.
Was just really not being able to afford to just buy clothes that looked and felt great, but then finding ways to either alter clothes or then start creating them from scratch is where the sewing came from.
Wow. But now going back to the multifaceted world that you've engulfed yourself in, you're a mom.
Yes.
And that's your number one priority, if I can even assume that, because I'm a mom now. I want to talk about what some of your biggest challenges has been as an artist, but how do you integrate the mom life into the things that you are doing, as opposed to maybe it's integrating those things into your mom life. Maybe that's a better way of phrasing that.
I do think of it as like prioritizing like things that are important to me, valuable to me, and because like my children are immensely important. My home's important. Our health is important.
Yeah.
And like even like my work is important. So I just really continuously find ways to make them all my little like life, how I live.
Sure.
So like number one, having my workspace at home, but having it an open space where my children are aware that it's there.
Okay.
Its usage, respecting that space, the things in it. Like I have a 6-year-old daughter who loves clothes and fashion.
Cute.
And so being in there and messing with my fabrics is our little beef. But
she wants to play dress up like mommy.
Bringing her to fashion shows, having her in one of my fashion shows because she's expressed interest. Or my son, like he's done things like he was into photography, taking photographs for us.
Oh.
And he does, or they're explaining to him like this transition from our lifestyle when I was a corporate mom to our lifestyle now as an artist mom, and him being a teenager now and seeing when we're broke and understanding that and like that effect that it has on him.
Yeah.
And that dynamic between, my young growing son and his mom when we do come on tough financial times, because part of being an entrepreneur, an artpreneur is like, for me, one of my challenges is that steady, stable sort of flow of income. Yeah, it's hard. The cash flow.
It's hard. I'm right there with you. How do you juggle all of this with the different hats that you wear every single day?
You know what? I feel like for me, the best way that I juggle it is allowing some of the things to fall. And being okay knowing that I cannot always keep that rhythm and rotation. Like there's times where, you feel like, think about juggling really. Yeah. If you get that rhythm, that's what juggling is. You're performing this task now. And sometimes I'm in that rhythm, I'm in that vibe, I'm in that flow. And then there's times I'm just not. And now I'm I'm about to be 37. I just feel like I've grown to learn how to forgive myself.
Okay.
That was a blockage I had been dealing with for a long time. But like, and forgive myself for not being able to juggle it all. Sometimes I just can't juggle it all.
No, we're not. We're human.
Yeah.
We can't do everything all the time on point.
Exactly. And so the best way for me to juggle is sometimes knowing that I might drop something and like, okay, let me get my rhythm with these things and I'll pick it back up. It doesn't mean that it's not, but you know, I'm gonna be a bomb ass juggler because I'm gonna be able to adapt. So when somebody throws a fucking pot into my pens, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna drop this pen real quick. And
pick this one up.
This pot.
Yep.
You know, I feel like the more that I allow myself to either make those mistakes and grow from them.
Wow. That's really big. Does that
I have
ever?
to forgive myself. I can't grow from them. I feel like until I forgive myself for making the mistake.
Why Feeperella? Who is Feeperella? Where did this name come from?
Oh man!
And who should call you Felicia? Who should call you Feeperella?
I thought about even changing this name, but like now people know it. So Feeperella, I got Feeperella shortly before I registered it with the Secretary of State because one of the first things I wanted to do was secure a domain name. So over the years, from early 20s, I'm talking like MySpace age.
Yeah, MySpace.
I had
Hello,
this
20s,
online handle
2000s.
username, which was FeeP01.
Okay.
And that was just Felicia Perry taking, and like it was for me it was the cusp of the internet. I needed to come up with a username. I don't know what to come up with. FeeP.
Yep.
And then 01. So, but FeeP01 or FeeP was not available as a domain name for me to purchase.
For real?
So I toyed around with ways to play around with FeeP because people would call me Feeps. Like my sisters even call me that just off of online stuff. So, because I used to be part of all these online forums and whatnot.
Over time, it just stuck.
It stuck.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it came into my offline world as well as being known as FeeP.
Yeah.
Fast forward to getting ready to take the leap from corporate to entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I was trying to register a domain name and FeeP was not available. I thought about Feepzilla, which just seemed a little bit too... Bridezilla. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, maybe people might get a negative connotation with that. And I just thought Feeperella just sounded pretty. I was like, Feeperella, like, ha ha ha. And it was almost jokey, but I was like, that was available for like $7.50.
And that's what matters, is if you can afford it.
So I bought it. I bought it for my website, and then I reserved it on every social media platform I could think of.
Nice.
As new ones come up.
Yes.
So like you will find Feeperella on Twitter, even though I never post there.
That's okay.
But like I right away use it on Twitter. I have a Tumblr under Feeperella. I have a blog spot, I believe, under Feeperella that's inactive. But
yeah, you own it though.
All the free stuff, I just took it because I knew part of that was me committing to doing this and saying, I'm just going to do all this, I'm claiming all this because it's mine, Feeperella is mine. So I want to own it in all these places so no one else can come to me and be like, Feeperella is mine, because I know it was mine. And I thought it was just funny and weird and would make people ask questions probably that I couldn't really answer. But
it rolls off the tongue, it's fun, it's
There's
different.
There's no profound reason, it's really like, but it's stuck.
All right, so aside from the fashion shows, you style people. You probably wear some of your work.
Yes.
We have some here today.
We have a few items.
You actually had a trunk show before you came here, but I know you have done a few of them.
I'm a busy woman.
I love it. I love it. But let's talk about some of the stuff that you have and that you're featuring. This is awesome.
Well, right here, I just have some of the items that I've recently sort of designed and whipped up for the holiday season.
Okay.
So I always, in my mind, think functionality and purpose as well as style. So I was just thinking it's winter. Why not have some fly gear that keeps you warm? So I have these hats.
Look good.
And a lot of what I do, I like it to speak to who I am.
Can I put one on?
Yes, please. So these, is that the one with Africa? No, that has, I love that.
Do I look awesome or what?
You do. I love that gray.
This is cute. Okay, so what is this piece right here?
So that's the Ankh, and I love part of that symbol and my exploration of that right now where I am spiritually is understanding like the cycles of things, and the Ankh represents a lot of things. but one of them is like the circle appears representing like that 365 degrees and that completeness. And so now as I think about like my journey through life,
Wow.
I've been thinking a lot about how the journey, you know, these reminders that it's not so much about a singular destination or goal, like it's these moments in the journey and being present and the completeness that you feel in that. So
Wow.
even in just putting my phone away when I'm having really great experiences with friends and family, so I can
you're fully invested in it.
Yes. So I don't know. So this symbol has come to me, and so it's being reflected in my work right now.
Wow. Okay, so you got beanies.
Yes, and also something that's a very Feeperella type thing is my use of textiles.
I love it.
I naturally drift towards a lot of the West African wax print textiles. These I made, it's 100% cotton that's fun on the other
So
side,
soft,
so they're
too.
reversible. The other thing I like to do is show people possibilities sometimes, because most people won't go and see these two prints and say, let's put them together.
Sure.
So there's a functionality there. Sometimes there's messaging there, like with representing. So some people feel more like they're representing their culture when they wear these wax prints.
Yeah.
Or the fact that I really try to source them in a sustainable and a righteous way. So I try to source them directly from like Nigeria, which is hard.
Is it? I'm sure.
It's more expensive than, say, going to getting fabrics that are like imitated in China and mass produced.
Okay.
So part of my mission with my company too, Feeperella, is like trying to find ways that are mutually beneficial for not just my company, but like my clients in the greater world.
You were right for a long while, left your problems stuck in the turnstile. If you had to
Are you ready for HitaTalk trivia?
Of course I am.
I have like some like awesome questions for you that I think that you may probably know the answers to. I try to stump you as well, so I don't want you to get all of them right.
Okay.
Even though I'm rooting for
You
you.
want me to get a few right so that my self-esteem is still intact.
I try to make them fairly easy.
Is there $1 million prize?
No. Sorry.
Has my necklace been backwards sold?
I thought you meant to have it that way.
I did it.
But hey, I'm wearing your hat. You got your necklace. I'm wearing your scarf. All right, so the question's here for you. You make good pants. Your Instagram had some pretty awesome pants that I think you said you wore at the Ordway.
Yes.
At your show there, your performance. This particular person also makes great pants, or wore great pants. He goes by the name of MC Hammer. When did his pants become the actual trend? I'm going for a time frame. Is it? And I'll give you options.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the late 70s? Is it the early 80s? Is it the late 80s? Or is it the early 90s? When did MC Hammer's pants trend become a thing?
Late 80s.
It is actually early 80s.
Early 80s?
Isn't it nuts?
Touch this.
All right, so this particular person, I think you'll know.
Okay.
Which creative icon broke many fashion rules? This person took a lot of risks. This person wore crop tops, frock coats, tons of accessories. He or she is a local talent. I should probably rephrase one part, but I'm going to leave it there because I have a hint.
Are you giving me the hint?
I will give you the hint. That was a really bad question.
I feel like I might know.
Do you want to take a hint? Do you want to take a stab before I give you the hint?
No, I want
Okay.
to get the hint.
Minnesota legend whom you have honored in your line.
Oh, okay, Prince. That's what I thought it was
Yeah.
most beautiful girl in the world.
We move onward. Okay, so this is music related, the
Okay.
performing artist genre, which Jackson gives Minneapolis credit for much of his or her success.
Janet.
Janet! So you're doing pretty good.
Okay.
I'm trying to stump you, but I
It's
think
so funny, like the first one is the one that's
well, I'm going to chalk that up to a really
I don't know what that says about me.
poorly stated question.
Okay.
But okay, so what Minnesota publication used to be a monthly music magazine that was called Sweet Potato? It's a Minnesota publication. It's pretty well known. They talk about music and stuff.
City Pages?
City Pages.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know that about City Pages. I found that out.
either.
In my little research.
You can't touch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Feeperella Felicia Perry is my beautiful guest today. Please go and follow her. She is Feeperella on all social media outlets. And you, please follow HitaTalk on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. The button is down here to your left. I'm all over the place as well. My business is called Meteorar. Just follow on Hita and you'll figure it out. Felicia Perry and Feeperella. Until next time, we'll see you at the next adventure, y'all.